Hello, today I'm sharing some fantastic drugstore dupes and affordable alternatives for high-end makeup products, and most are better than the high-end version, in my opinion anyway. But first, let me know which side you think is the high-end side. Leave it in the comments. I love reading the comments once the video goes live and seeing all the guesses. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you're new or if you're here from Gemma's channel. I'm so happy to have you. My good friend Gemma, Pampered Wolf, is also sharing some amazing drugstore dupes today. Many of you no doubt know her already, but if you don't, she is an incredible over 40 content creator based in the UK. We talk about anything and everything numerous times a week. If you enjoy my videos, you'll no doubt love hers. She's not only very knowledgeable about skincare, makeup, and all things beauty, she's down to earth and honest, which are things I look for when I watch someone, and she has an incredible sense of humor. Her video is linked down below in my description box, so you can go catch it after this one and tell her I said hi in the comments. And if you're new here today, I hope you enjoyed this video and you consider subscribing before you leave. We have some fun things to get into, so let's get started. I know everyone defines dupe a bit differently. I look at the end result being comparable to the high-end product, but of course it costs less. Some people need the product formulation, even the packaging to be similar. Whether you want to call these dupes or affordable alternatives, the end result is pretty spot on and often better with the products I'm sharing with you. So I'm going to call this first one a drugstore affordable alternative because it is pretty spot on with the mixture I got with two brand new foundations I haven't even reviewed on my channel yet. I mixed them for a very specific reason. Now they do both have matte in the name. Don't be scared by that. If you have dry or dehydrated skin, that's partly why I wanted to try mixing them. So we have the new NARS Natural Matte Longwear and Dior Forever Skin Wear Matte. Both of these will be in my next foundation roundup with multi-day wear tests and my thorough thoughts and reviews along with 3 other foundations. If you're new here, I do those regularly, so stay tuned. That will be coming pretty soon. Both of these are buildable from medium to just above medium full coverage. They're smoothing on pores, they feel lightweight, and they each give a natural soft focus blurred finish. Now, in a quick nutshell, the reason why I wanted to try mixing them is because NARS gives a really pretty soft satin matte finish that lasts beautifully throughout the day. But if my combination skin that is pretty normal and can be dry around the perimeter but gets shine and oil breakthrough in the center, if I am not thoroughly prepped, hydrated, and exfoliated, this can pick up on dryness or dehydrated areas, and I can feel dry later in the day. I wouldn't recommend this for dry or skin with surface dehydration. And the finish is natural. It's not overly makeup-y or anything, but it's not a skin-like natural. Dior, on the other hand, is extremely skin-like, and although it starts out with a really pretty soft matte finish, I have to blot with this every 2.5 to 3 hours, which kind of surprised me. So I thought, what would happen if I mix the matte, slightly drying, moderately natural foundation with the gets a bit too shiny, extremely skin-like foundation? And it turns out I get the best properties of each. Now, I use about 2/3 Dior to 1/3 NARS. The combination is fantastic, and it reminds me spot on of a relatively new drugstore foundation that I have raved to you about several times, NYX Make 'em Wonder foundation. So you just saw which side of my face was the high-end side, and now I'm gonna apply the NYX side, the drugstore side, and describe to you what I got from that high-end side as I describe the NYX foundation. So NYX builds easily from light to just above medium full coverage. I would actually say it's a little bit more versatile as far as coverage goes, and it works beautifully on all areas of my skin, oily to dry. It has a really flattering skin-like, pore blurring, soft matte finish that morphs into a natural matte finish as the day goes on. It's smoothing on pores and texture, it feels lightweight, and it wears all day beautifully. So the new NARS foundation is $55 $5. Dior is $60. Both are 1-ounce bottles, and you can find NYX for around $13 to $16 depending on where you shop, and it is 1.01 ounce. I love mixing foundations together to achieve my desired result and to be able to get that same result from a less than $20 bottle of drugstore foundation is absolutely phenomenal to me. I did want to let you know that although I applied my half and half clips for you yesterday, today I only have on the drugstore dupes or alternatives that I'm sharing with you. So this is the foundation I have on today. It's a little glowier in front of my reflective filming lights than it is in everyday life, but I think you can kind of get the gist of, what's happening here. Kosas Blush is Life is one of my favorite blush formulas. I have been in love with these ever since they first launched. I have 5 shades. I should probably just have them all at this point. One of them is always living in my vanity where I get ready every day. I reach for these a lot. This shade is Heartbeat, a vibrant red. Now I have to give you the disclaimer that I did overload the blush, both the high end and the dupe, so you could really see the finish and the shades. But I do have the dupe on today, much softer for you. Now these are baked talc-free blushes, and the reason why I love them so much is because they're swirled with 2 different shades to just be easy to wear and to really liven up your face. There's no glitter, they're silky, smooth, they build and blend out seamlessly with no patchiness, and they just give a super natural, radiant, healthy finish, and they wear a long time. It's just a no-fail, goes with anything blush formula for me. Now when CoverGirl launched their True Blend Skin Enhancer Baked Luminous Blushes, a lot of people compared these or said they were dupes for Hourglass blushes, but these have always been closer to Kosas to me. The description even says it's swirled with 2 shades for unique, multi-dimensional, high-impact pop and a luminous finish. Hourglass swirls a blush with their ambient lighting powders, and like Kosas blushes, these have ingredients to hydrate and balance your skin. They both have hyaluronic acid, and Kosas has squalane while CoverGirl has white rose extract. Now the CoverGirl shade I'm applying, Strawberry Drizzle, may be a hair bit cooler, but once they're applied, I mean, you really can't see that much of a difference. Now I find CoverGirl a little bit more pigmented, so I use just kind of a looser brush, or I tap my brush off first just to not go in too heavy-handed. But I mean, you could potentially save quite a bit of money if you're on a budget. So Kosas Blush is Life is $29 for 0.16 ounce. Now that said, these do last a really long time. There are some shades I have been working on forever and ever and ever, and they're just still going. And you do have more shades to choose from with Kosas. Kosas will always have a special place in my heart, but it is nice to know that there is a drugstore option. So I've seen CoverGirl anywhere from $10 to $13, and you get 0.28 ounces here. I think this is a great option for Kosas if you are wanting something similar for a lot less. I actually tried, loved, and raved about the dupe before I knew about the high-end version. It may have not been launched yet. I have no idea. This is Urban Decay 24/7 Liquid Stick Eyeliner. The shade I have is Brown Noise. There's a slanted precision tip to create sharp lines, or, a little flick or a wing, kind of like a slanted eyeliner brush, but in eyeliner form. There's a brush to smudge with on the other end, and this twists up. This is smudge proof and waterproof. This glides on really nicely, although the line is less precise than the dupe I'm about to show you. So I find this eyeliner sets almost too quickly to be able to smudge my line the way I like to do it. Now that I'm older, I like my eyeliner smudged a little bit, and this brush is a little bit floofy and soft, so I just can't smudge this eyeliner the way I like. And if I want more pigment pigment and I try to layer it, it doesn't layer well over itself. It kind of lifts what's underneath and it just looks bad. So that's where the dupe comes in. This is NYX Epic Inky Sticks eyeliner, which you've heard me rave about. The shade I have is Ember Energy, which is a warm brown. Now, Urban Decay calls theirs a liquid stick eyeliner and NYX calls theirs a cream gel eyeliner. This one clicks up and there's no brush. This also has a slanted precision tip, but it's just slightly slimmer than the Urban Decay tip, which for me makes all the difference in the world. I love using this for creating a little flick and aligning very precisely at my lash line and building that line up and then smudging it. It's super, super easy and quick. It's very creamy. It glides on effortlessly with no tugging or dragging, and it gives me a bit more time to work with it before it sets, so I'm able to smudge it more easily. It also layers well over itself. This is also smudge proof, waterproof, transfer proof. This is a case where I think the drugstore version is so much better than the high-end version, and because there's so little product in both of these, I mean, you're not using a ton of product anyway each time you're using it. I think it's much better to get the drugstore version. So Urban Decay is $26 for 0.004 ounces and NYX is $13 for 0.003 ounces. I have several Merit Solo shadows. I love wearing these long-lasting cream eyeshadows as one and done, sheer, wearable washes of color. This is Studio A Cool Taupe. I apply it with my finger to my lid, blending it up and out almost to my brow bone, and I'm done. It sets down almost like a cream to powder, and it wears really nicely throughout the day. If it's super hot or humid outside, I'll throw an eyeshadow primer underneath like I do all my eye makeup. It's super easy, quick, flattering, weightless, and comfortable. Now, a quick note, if you have one of these, make sure when you're twisting it closed, you feel that soft click. That keeps it from drying out. Some people don't know that's there, so I just wanted to let you know that really quickly. So I bought several Morphe products this past winter to test them out because I was hearing some great things about various Morphe products, and the Solo Artist Priming Cream Shadow was one of those products. I picked up the shade Melody, which is a rosy taupe. The application and feel immediately reminded me of Merit Solo shadows. Now, I didn't intentionally buy this shade to dupe the shade Studio that I already had, but I mean, they are pretty darn close. Now, I might even say that Morphe gives me a bit more time, just a bit, to blend it out before it fully sets down and becomes budge proof. And it's in a nice high-end glass jar. So Merit is $26 for 0.17 ounce. This is another product that's going to last you a really long time because you use so little of it each time. And Morphe is $10 for 0.11 ounce. I mean, this is not exactly a drugstore brand, but it is a fantastic, affordable alternative. I have another drugstore dupe I used and loved before the high-end version. This one for a long time. I only very recently tried for the first time Fenty Beauty Traced Out Pencil Lip Liner. This is in the shade Bubble Teeny, which is a light beige pink. It's pigmented, creamy, it glides on effortlessly and then sets down and sort of locks onto your lips and gives you a velvety matte finish. It's comfortable, it doesn't dry out my lips or feather, and it's long wearing. It's a great lip liner to slightly overline your lips with if you enjoy doing that, to wear on its own, or of course under other lip products. And it immediately reminded me of my beloved Maybelline Lifter Liner. I've gone through a few of these, and I actually intended for this to be more of a formula dupe because this has all of those same properties I just mentioned. The shades didn't look that similar to me. This is Line Leader, which is a pink nude, but once I had these on each side of my lips, they actually look pretty close. So not only are you getting a formula dupe, I do think these shades look very, very close, at least on me. And you're saving about half if you go with the drugstore version. So both of these are 0.04 ounce, and Fenty is $22. and Maybelline runs between $8 and $10. It's been a while since I've done a dupes video. I hope you enjoyed this. If you did, I would love it if you would give this video a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Be sure to head over to Gemma's channel if you haven't yet. Tell her I said hi in the comments. Subscribe to her if you're not. And if you want to check out more dupes videos from me, I do have an entire dupes playlist you can check out here. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.